First things first, you need to capture people's attention. This doesn't mean posting salacious, clickbait articles, or like, I can get you to 1 million in 3 days, or, I'll help you get a 6-pack in 5 minutes. This isn't about that. Capturing attention is giving value in what you're doing. So like, a lot of people get this wrong by thinking they need to be a certain way. Be yourself. But when you're capturing attention, it doesn't mean like try and be in people's faces. It means just share what's helped you. The second thing is be discoverable. So using hashtags, posting regularly, like these things are very important. If you're on Instagram, for example, and you're not posting consistently, it might be twice a week, it might be 3 times a week, it might be 3 times a day. If you're not using hashtags, if you're not posting IGTV videos, if you're not doing Instagram lives, how the hell are people going to find you? The algorithms are a mess, and we're not relying on them to bring us more followers, but we're relying on them to put us in places where we can be discovered. Hashtags, this is what I do. I would encourage everyone to do the same thing. Get 5 to 10 separate lists of hashtags. Each of them lists will have 20 tags in them. So list number 1 might be about personal development, and then all those tags might be like self-improvement, personal growth, blah, 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 blah. Try to avoid putting tags that have like tens of millions or millions of posts in them. You want to look for tags that have about up to 500,000. Anytime someone asks me, what do you do? I say, I have conversations with people and then miracles happen. Lifted directly out of the Prosperous Coach, yet again. And if they say, oh, that sounds interesting, what kind of miracles? I'll say, funny you asked that, bro. If you're a coach, I'll tell you about the miracles I've performed with coaches. If you're not a coach, I'll tell you about, okay, yeah, I worked with this athlete. Just tell stories. That's the elevator pitch. So I met Sam a little while ago, and I'm paper-based. Like, I'm using my diary, my paper diary, and my coach told me, Sachin, get more organized, go and speak to Sam. That's what, yeah, we'll get into that another time. But yeah, the platform is going to be so helpful for me because it will just keep things in one place. Especially my notes will be in one place, because right now I'm using this, and yeah, the platform is going to be super helpful for me. Collaborate with people that aren't coaches. It's so important. This is what happens with a lot of coaches. They go on Instagram, oh, I'm going to support my friends by following their pro. Why? Why? We're not in high school. All of that focus you're putting on coaches, take it off and go and shove it out there into the world. Collaborate with athletes, collaborate with artists, collaborate with musicians, entrepreneurs. Hey, Derek, I saw you posted that swing of the baseball bat. I've never played baseball before, but that shit looks scary. How did this start for you? What, you play professional ball? What? This is what I'm saying, 8 hours a day. You could do it. If you don't have 8 hours a day, do it for 30 minutes a day. But the results, it's not about, okay, I've got to smash out the quantity. It's not about that. We're going for quality, and the quantity just comes with that. But if you slow it all down and you just have conversations with people in the professionalized context, that will work way better for you than any other stuff that anyone else is doing right now. So this is the thing with your content, it's what's been helpful for you, because you're telling stories, right? When someone has a coaching conversation with you, then you can put the coach hat on and handle that however you want to handle that. So there's this phrase that I love. I only teach what I need to learn. Every week I get coached at least once a week, and I just share what I've been learning, or unlearning if you want to call it that. And I share these things that have really helped me on my journey. And it doesn't matter who says, yeah, I like this, and I don't like this. I'm looking for one-on-one engagement. So like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, you can see Sam liked this, Delenta liked that. They mentioned you in this post. Great. Click on the name, type a little message. Hey dude, thanks for liking my page. Appreciate that. How did you get into personal development? Now I've started a conversation. This is how, like, when I teach people how to build a business, how to build a coaching business, it's all about focusing on what's in your control. You can't control how many followers you get, but you can damn sure control how many messages you send today. I just told one of my clients, before we speak next week, I want you to send 60 messages. If you don't send those messages, we're not having a call next week. There's just a little turn up the heat tactic I use sometimes. But yeah, she came back and she was like, dude, I've got like 12 calls booked in with people who really want me to coach them. So this is the big thing I would encourage everyone to think about. Number one, teach what you need to learn. Whatever you're going through right now with your coach or whatever's going on for you, teach that. And the other thing is focus on what's in your control. I don't like LinkedIn because it feels very spammy and people are just coming at you with offers left and right. And it doesn't feel very fun for me. So when I click on LinkedIn, I'm like, ugh. But some of my clients use LinkedIn and they love it. And we get the same results. Treat LinkedIn like Facebook, but with a tie on. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and podcasting platforms. This is really helpful for your discoverability as a business owner. But the problem with podcasting is that it's a one-to-many anonymous connection. So I can't have one-on-one engagement. That's why in a podcast episode, I might say, tell me what you got from listening to this. Send me a message on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you. So it's like you're building a content ecosystem. If you're just starting out, start with one platform. One. Start with that and give yourself permission to be a beginner. The other thing is, tell your story, because the more personal, the more universal. Telling stories is how we, there's this saying, people buy stories, not services, and people, not products. So they're buying you, but not you. It's like how they relate to you. And also, like, if you've got a tremendous story to tell, like I do, I've got plenty of them. I've lived the movie, man. Like, I wasn't always like this. I was a mess for a long time. And when I tell my story in many different forms, or when I tell the current story that I'm going through right now, like, these things click with people. I have this expression I use, hit you where you live. It's like, bam, kick down your front door, like, what's up? We're here now. That's how I want the story to hit someone. But it doesn't mean you need to be loud and in people's faces. It's just tell your story and apply it to specific situations. Instagram, most of the people who pay attention to my page are women. Now, if I'm a dude and I'm messaging random women, the first thing on their head is going to be, wait a minute, what are you trying there, bro? I don't know you. Get out of here. So what I want to do is ground my conversation in professionalism. That doesn't mean, hi, I'm Sachin. I'm a coach. What can I help you with? Because again, no one cares. How I want to ground my conversation in professionalism is ask questions related to personal development that are easy to answer. Easy to answer makes it from this to this, slowly open up, and now I can invite you to having a coaching conversation with me. So an easy to answer question might be, how did you get into personal development? Tell me your story. You've seen mine, that's why you liked my page or whatever. Tell me yours. What are you working on right now? Why is that important to you? Like, just easy to answer questions that are not too deep, not too personal, and you can get a coaching dialogue going, a back and forth going. So this is literally like just slowing the process down, being a coach, not talking about coaching, not telling people what you do, being a coach. That is how you're going to create great one-on-one connections with people. And then from there, if you invite them, like if I invited someone to a coaching call with me when I just met them, the risk is very high. The reward is very low. They don't know what the reward is going to be. But if I've had a lot of back and forth with them, the risk starts to go down and the reward starts to go up. And when the reward for spending time with me in a coaching conversation is seen and is valuable, great time to make an invitation. It's like dating. You're not for everyone. And you don't want to be for everyone. I don't want to work with everyone. A lot of people that want to work with me, I said it to someone the other day. I was like, look, you're not ready to work with me. It's not a diss. It's not a disrespect. It's not like a mean thing. It's just, you won't make the most out of the investment you make with me. Work with someone else first. Here's a couple of other coaches you can work with. Get your skills up, get practicing, get a few clients. Then maybe we'll talk. They were in a very different situation though. And I didn't really want to take them on because it's going to be very hard work for me. Like I said, I'm lazy. This is the thing with you, your content, right? It's got to be fun for you to make it. Otherwise, you're not going to make it regularly. And it's out of your control who likes it and who doesn't. That's not what we're going for here. We're going for what's in your control. In your control is making the content, making it fun for you, delivering value, telling stories, giving things that are going to help, then going to talk to people who could benefit from doing it. And that doesn't mean inboxing people like, hey, I can help you. It might mean read the post that they wrote recently. Really read it. Understand what they're talking about. Write a thoughtful response. Send them a message. Say, hey, just read your last post. I've also experienced something similar. This is what it means to really slow down the whole process of creating conversations.